Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is a cold Chicago morning, and of course, we gotta fly out of Chicago. Come on, I'm a little late to the party, a little late, but there's still plenty of snow on the ground. There's still plenty to go around for everybody. You know, it doesn't look like it, but there's still quite a good amount of snow. It was a lot better, like 3 days ago when it was actively snowing, but. Again, I was a little late to the party. It's my fault. It's my bad. But let's jump in, get this plane started, because I did already request boarding. Get the aircraft sounds up as well. We'll start powering her on for the day. Have lights go on. We'll keep these off for now, because then otherwise it's going to yell at me We can go ahead and start the APU anyways. Let that cool up. Yeah, I am having quite a little lag, and that's just because from access in general. This airport in general is just all laggy. It's fine. Once y'all donate me like a couple $100, I'll get a better PC. Let's see what. Okay. Making sure I have my flight plan all planned out. Funny enough, there's a man parked right there. And that's not a parking spot. That guy seems to have the updated O'Hare layout. Because if you look everywhere else, if you look literally everywhere else, especially on here, yeah, he's standing at a gate. Not sure what's going on here. There's a few other aircraft. There's one, I'm not sure where he's going. It doesn't say where he's going. One came in from JFK taxiing in. And there's one, a few cargo ramps as well. So O'Hare's pretty busy in the morning. What about now? Alright, let's jump in and get her started. We do have about 198 people to board. So I say it's the time we get her started. Why is it always in default on Pascal? I gotta switch. Okay, I gotta keep switching it over. I don't know why. Yeah, why is it keep switching? There's no like default thing. Default setting I can turn on. I can turn on these on as well. All right. I don't know why I clicked that. Hold on. I'm gonna go weather. Take a look really quickly. What is our information? So wind from actually directly into our face. Take off. We got runway 22 left for departure today. So 210 10 is a perfect wind direction. Overcast at 20,000. -9 for the temperature, and then 299.8 for the pressure, which is actually pretty normal. 299.8. Here we go. That sounds about right, you know, here. Low pressure in general. We're gonna have some snow moving through here Sunday morning, I believe. Just because I'm aware of that. Let's get this plane running because we gotta be out of here in 20 minutes. I did set a bit of a tighter departure for us, like a bit of a tighter time, but I think we should be able to make it. We've done it before. We did get auto ATC. We're gonna squawk 0523. We'll just take it on now so I don't forget. Turn all this off. We don't want to fry anybody's brain. We're on Unicom, but I believe we can also. Let's probably hawk on CTAP. Now, what is CTAP at O'Hare? Why do I keep forgetting? Okay, they're not going to show me. Apparently, the website is not laggy enough where it'll flash the little ATC tab for me. Alright, that's alright. Sky Vector it is. We'll figure it out from there. Actually, what about everybody else on the airport? 120.75. Okay, that's 12075. And then we'll keep Unicom on the others on standby for when we get off the ground. So we'll transfer over to here. No need for no Sky Vector or anything. We have the uplink already going. Receive messages. Nothing yet. We are boarding. Is that right? Oh wait, I can just do this. Alright, we'll get the APU bleed started. Disconnect the external power. We'll get these on right here. Put on system too, why not? Just for confirmation. There go the packs. By the way, we are using Rect Atmos and Rect AccuSeason as well. It's all active with my own presets here from Clouds. Our APU bleed is running. Nice. Oh, what the heck? Everybody boarding. It's gonna be 5,000 pre-departure. Go back over here, take a look at our charts just to make sure we know what we're doing. With the taxi and then a standard procedure with the O'Hare 8. It's not gonna ever tell you, but that's always how it is. So O'Hare 8, O'Hare 9, did they rename it from here? Why did I back out? It's always 5,000 top for jet. Just to avoid midway departures and arrivals. So 5,000. Let's fill this out real quick. We are Frontier Flight 3243. This is a real life flight. Cost index for us today is 41. Not bad at all. Cruise is flight level 340. I'll take that, it's fairly lower. Won't take us as long to get up there. And then we didn't get a load sheet, did we? No, I said we did. We gotta quickly resend load sheet. Watch, and then it'll come like mid-flight. That's what it did the first time that this happened. 150.6. We are a bit of the heavier side today. And then 28.3. And then in the tank we have 20.8. 20.8. And then for alternate fuel, 2.7. Then we go back over here. We can go over to wind, bring those in. We'll accept that, leave it there. One more time until it's green, and we can go over to flight planning. Now for flight planning, it is a bit of a longer route. Actually, quite a longer route. Let's figure this out. So from O'Hare, we're going to take runway 22 left. It is the closest, and it is the best. And actually, before I forget, let's go ahead and add some pictures with it. It is Golf Charlie Oscar at 5 for 3,000 and at 8 for 4,000. At 5 for 3,000, and then we're going to have another one. This one at 8 miles out for 4,000. I believe we should be able to set it ourselves. How would we do that? 3,000? Is it just like this? Top one? Maybe not. Either way, they'll print out on the map. At least they should. Hold on. There we go. That's what we needed. Okay. And then from 216, it is going to be direct to Aceto. Actually, I've never seen it before. We can go ahead and clear this as continuity. We'll just draw it direct. Actually, hold on. No, it's going to be. Can we do this? Hold on. I do want to see something. We're going to have heading 180 straight out of departure. That's what it is. You always go heading 180 coming up with this runway. Believe me, I fly to this airport way too much. I fly out of O'Hare like 4 times a year. If anyone knows their procedures, it would be me. Can I do like this? In 180, and then maybe 8 miles?
So that's 35, 24, 70,
Can do that? That's alright. That's fine. We'll just fly 180 post departure. We'll just have this heading set up for ourselves. It's alright. And then let's just quickly jump through our route, just make sure everything's ready. To Aceto, to Adele, into Airland, then to St. Louis, into FSM, and Tacoma, direct to Renette. And then from there, I don't pick a runway yet just because we'll have to see, but for now, pre-plan we have ILS 18 right. It's a little far. We could take 17 right, actually. That's fine, we'll take 18 right for now. We'll change it if we have to. And then it is the Cedar 4 arrival. Cedar 4, where is that? I thought. There's Cedar 4 via the Renette transition. And then let's see if we have any approach vias. Why not? So Dallas, Beaver 4. We're coming in from Coma, so right here. 3 here, them at 210, switch between 30 and 240. Fever at...
But,
I want to ask him for Alright, traffic, this is Frontier 3243. United 563, do you have an updated O'Hare layout? Like a more modern scenery? Yeah, because that alley doesn't exist in any modern sceneries.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, I think that, no, I think this guy knows something. I think this man knows something that we don't. Hold on. I actually want to find out what sim is he on. Is it going to tell me here? What sim he connected from? That's actually cool. Yeah, 563, just wondering, what sim are you on?
X.12.
Okay, no, that makes sense, thank you. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because X-Plane definitely has... Okay, they're waiting for the door scope. X-Plane 12 does have an updated scenery. Oh wait. We'll open those doors for them. Actually, fueling is done, so we can go ahead and pop the seatbelts. We'll pop the APU bleed as well. Sorry, the fuel pumps as well. Maybe a little early, but that's alright. Yeah, I would love for that area to be open. Like for FSDreamTeam to finally update their scenery. Alright, that's right, we were looking through here. The Renette. And then it... Oh crap, hold on, what was I looking at? Where was I looking for our routes? Oh, that's right, charts. So, coming in from Renette, gonna be down to Bigley. Now, question is, do we want to have a transition, and is there gonna be a transition from Bigley? When it right. There's Ickley. That's not the same thing. You know what? Let's not take 18 right. Let's take something else.
Like 3524 going around.
Yeah, he's going around because... Wait, what? Oh, he's landing on the north side. Okay. So for approach, let's take runway, what was it, 17 right? 17 right. I've done this one before when last time I went to DC. Just because the taxi is stupidly long, I don't want to taxi for too long, so I'll take 17 right. And then we'll unstar 18 right. So 17 right. Let's switch that up real quick. Can I switch it up? Yeah. The ILS 17 right. We already chose Seaver, Burnett. Any approach to this? Take a look. It just says nets. Well, let's see. So nets. My question is, where does Begley come from? Bagley? Frick, I don't know. I'm gonna get killed by a Texan right now. Okay, you know what? I guess we'll just select. What's it again? From nets? Yeah, we'll select nets and then we'll see what happens. If anything, we'll just draw direct from there. So we'll insert, and then we'll take a look. How does it have it go? Okay, no, that works. That definitely works. We can just fly direct to nets from here. That definitely works. Alright, and then quickly jumping across other modes, we got our final load sheet. We'll go over to RadNav, and then in progress, direct to DFW. We're all done boarding. How much time do we have left? Let's quickly jump into O'Hare charts. How much time do we have left? We have about 8 minutes. Alright, we got plenty of time. Connect the GPU. Zoom in here. Yeah, we really need an updated thing here. And then we'll go over to performance. We do have the final load sheet loaded on already. Let's load that in. 22 left, dry conditions. Weather matches, we'll send it over. Flaps 2 up 0.3 and a 145 rotate. That's actually a lot lower than I thought it would be. That's alright, that works for me. And then we'll go over to secondary, in case it may go around. We shall punch that in here. We'll come back to runway 2. We'll come back to 28 left. I know 28 left has been in use recently. Actually, hold on. We might need a bigger runway. That's alright, actually, 28 left. And then for performance, it's as simple as temperature, which is -9 to 9 or 8. And then wind was 210 at 10. And that's all that. Now we can go back over here. We can actually go ahead and request pushback. We can beacon on. Just crash check 150.6. Do that. That's all set. Never mind. And then for speed, did we set up speed yet? We did not. Right here. We'll go 190 out for departure. All right, and that is that. We're all set to go. We should be ready. Are they gonna push us back, or am I waiting for them? Continue pushback. We're gonna go no de-icing. We'll face west on apron. Parking brakes are released. Got it. We will start the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Frontier Flight 3243, service down to Fort Myers, down to Dallas Fort Worth. Our apologies. It's going to be flight time 2 hours and 4 minutes, wheels up, wheels down. And from this point on, from the time we push right about now, it's going to be 2 hours 30 to the gate in Dallas Fort Worth. We're going to get some more weather information once we're up in the air and about to start descent down to Dallas. But for now, we'll just push, and we should be on our way shortly. We think it's usually Frontier. Please do pay attention to our flight attendants at this moment. And have a good, you guys enjoy your flight. Welcome on board. I'm going to activate this one on this side just because I do. And then we can't start engines until they disconnect the tug for icing reasons. Which, kind of. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. They're pushing us on an apron, right? So, not exactly useful, but alright. Let's make sure we don't forget our camera. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Here. Is that a terrain bug? Yeah, only the OGs in the channel. Remember, we arrived in Vegas from San Francisco, and I left my camera in San Fran. That was not fun. Parking brakes are now set. And just so we can get our taxi out of the way now, here's gonna go Victor 5, Victor, and then 2 left. So it's going to be as simple as a left-hand turn here. This is proper procedure, by the way. It's not going this way. This is a one-way movement. It would be, depending on the line, but if there's no line, we would just make, what the heck is wrong with the camera? We would make a left-hand turn here, continue on to here, and then we'll make our way all the way down. I believe that's 6, right? That is, yeah. So just Victor 5. Victor 5 here, and then Victor all the way down with the actual taxiway itself. And then again, heading 180 off of departure. We have that set here already, and then 5,000. Left is clear, right is clear. Zoom in here for a set. We're gonna zoom in out. Zoom out on here actually. I always zoom out on those. We are going to shut up for the startup. There's the man, there's the man. So ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the startup. See you later. Let's get those engines running. enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start engine number 1 first. Starting 2.
American 3524 establishment localization.
That's a good start on 1 and 2. Go flaps 2. Since no snow is going, we can actually take the flaps out now. The spoilers tested on both sides, right? Yep, they're good. That is flaps 2 and then up 0.3, correct? Up 0.3. Right there. Put it there. And then we'll go full left, full right, neutral, full down. Hello. Full down, full up, neutral, full right rudder, full left rudder, and neutral. That's nice. We'll get the taxi lights on, strobes on. We can get the APU off. We're on our own power now. All set here. Let's get her moving. And auto brakes are max. And again, we're just gonna taxi out of that one, to that point right there. Chicago traffic Frontier flight 3243, taxiing Victor 5 Victor, runway 22 left. That's one of the best sounds in the world, I'm not even kidding. That and the 7.3 spool up. Now the reason they sound so similar is because it's essentially the same engine. That's why the 7.3 sounds just as good as this. But for one more time, I am tracking on the Lancer, right? Yes, I am. We'll get her out of the ramp and we'll speed her up a little bit. Just a little bit. This is enough to get us moving for now. I believe that American came back around. He went around in the first try. He got it this time. Blew him up into the turn. Keep her on center line for now. Here we are. Cabin crew take off. Captain, we are ready for departure. That's good. And okay, we can disable that. We can so we can arm the parking brake, and we can go ahead and turn on config. We'll turn all the multi-scans and predictive wind shear on. We get TARA on as well. Take off config is all set. This is going to be our turn right here. Ding, Ding. Let that take seats for departure. That's a nice one. Make a right-hand turn here. Yeah, I just wish they got rid of this disgusting stuff right here. Okay, and again, 180 on departures are heading. Chicago Frontier flight 3243 lining up and departing 2211. Make sure we don't have any incoming traffic from there. No, we're good. We'll get the lights on. Nobody from Midway departing. Nope, just us. We're all clear for takeoff. That clock is running. Line her up. Everything's set over here, right? Yep. Let's do. All right. Y'all ready? Sounds are nice and high. Get her lined up. There we go. And flex. That's a beautiful, beautiful sound. Then flex SRS runway. Outer thrust is blue. Get the pressure down on the nose. Alright, it's 80 and 100. We'll release the pressure there. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gears coming up. Beautiful. It's all headwind from here. Autopilot and 180 on the heading. This is all supposed to be billboards, by the way. This, oh, that looks terrible. It's all supposed to be billboards. That's a beautiful sight. That's actually a really beautiful sight. Hold on. Go ahead and increase the speed. We'll bring it up to flaps 1. Disarm the spoilers. We'll actually fly 190. Flaps clean. And we'll climb up to 150. That's the next step altitude. We can disable these. Gears up already. Zoom out. Zoom out even more on this one actually. Alright, first of all, why are there lights on in the cabin? Cabin lights are off for departure. Oh, that's nice. Right into the clouds. And 150, we'll fly direct to Aceto now. direct to Aceto. Pick her up to 340. Over to Unicom. Alright. It was a very uneventful departure, but quite beautiful. You can hear from here, what? I love flying out of Chicago so much. Why are the cabin lights turned back on? You can turn them off real quick before we break the clouds. Off. There we go. Let me just turn off cabin visibility. Hold on. That's a lot better. I can see the light. I'll turn it back on. I do actually like the cabin. Bit of a weird quirky departure almost. Hold on. Let me show you guys. That's very weird. We were flying 180 because 180 is the proper departure, but the winds were taking us to the left, or to our left. And then we flew, okay, so 190 probably was the ideal heading. But we should have flew this. Because after that we flew 190 over Melrose Park, and that's when we started flying the same direction. Now we're just going direct to Aceto. That's alright. That's what we wanted. That's exactly what we wanted. All that looks clean. Clean as hell. Actually, hold on. Hell's not clean. Yeah, hold on. Let's come off. Get back down here. That looks amazing. Oh my gosh. Now hold on, I thought I could get a clean picture, but that's alright. We got a very good one back then. But again, I really like it, especially like, where is that? What the heck? The heck is that? Joliet? Does Joliet have something that I'm not aware of? Or is that a flight school? Hold on. It might be an airport. Wait, hold on. Now I want to know. Now I'm interested. It's right there. There's an aircraft actually just above us. There he is. Now, hold on. What is that? So there's downtown Joliet. What is that? Wait, let me get my camera back on. Forgot about that. What is that? That is actually kind of cool. I've never been in Joliet before. I literally have no idea what the heck that is. Is it like a speed track or something? Like a racetrack? I cannot saw it. Oh, Joliet. Where's Joliet? Alright, now all of a sudden I can't find Joliet on the map. Here it is. That is a speedway, the Chicagoland Speedway. Oh, that is sick. Are you kidding? I had no idea that existed. Yo, that is actually fire. And then right next to it, what is this stuff? Oh, are you kidding? This is the freaking drag racing thing. Route 66 Raceway. This is the freaking drag racing shit. That's what it is. Dude, that is sick. Are you kidding? That's crazy. I actually had no idea that was a thing. A freaking race. I didn't even know Chicago even had a racetrack. I knew they have NASCAR in downtown Chicago, but it's just sick. And then I actually really like drag racing. They had a freaking drag racing thing as well. That is actually really cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Go ahead, push standard. Evan, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. You're not late to the party at all. It was pretty uneventful takeoff from Chicago. Nothing much. FPS finally did not drop. And you know what? Back when last time we flew out of Chicago, when I had the giant FPS drops, I downloaded an FPS fixer because all of the boats in downtown Chicago that came with the scenery, it removed like 95% of them, and that seemed to fix the problem. Even when we flew in a month ago on this plane, the boats were still an issue. Oh wait, no, hold on. No, yeah, they were an issue. Because I remember I complained about the boats. But removing them seemed to do the job. And then also with the midway scenery as well, the FPS fix for Dreswicki Midway removed all the cars in the parking garage. Apparently there's cars literally everywhere on the parking garage, inside where you can't see them, and outside as well. So removed every single one of those. And that seemed to do the job, I think. I mean, I'm not having heavy FPS hits anymore. It's just obviously a win in my book. I've never seen a CETO before. It's interesting. I've flown direct to Earn, and I've flown direct to Comiskey, but never have I flown to any one of these. I think I've flown to Pumpkin, but no. Maybe, hold on. When I fly up to Milwaukee or to Green Bay or Minnesota, I think I hit Pumpkin, and then definitely Mobile. Definitely flew to Mobile, and no, hold on. Whenever you go to New York, you always fly like this, and then you always fly to eBay. That's what it is. So eBay, Mobile, Comiskey, and Earned is what I've hit. Now it's CETO for me on that. What Frontier livery am I flying? It's about the Jaguar. This is by far my favorite livery in the entire world. It's because I flew it back in December of 2019, and I miss this livery so much. I just hope it never gets retired. The livery is down in the description. There's a link to it. It's one guy who made some custom-made Frontier liveries. He's got this one, and then he's got Otto the Owl 701 FR. But he's really cool. His name is like ELSI. Do surprise. He has said he has like an entire fleet for himself of like 20 aircraft, and he's working on reconverting them all for 2020 and 2024. So whenever he releases those, that would be sick. We're gonna have a lot more Frontier aircraft to play around with. So we can literally put like 1 or 2 in each airport. So there will be like 2, one in Tampa, 1 in Fort Lauderdale, like 3 in Vegas, 2 in Chicago, 4 in Denver, a few in Portland or San Francisco or San Diego or LA. You get what I'm saying. Zoom in all the way out on here. We'll get some Christmas tunes up and running. Some Christmas tunes. We're gonna bring the sim sounds down just a little bit for now, and then once we get the music up, they'll go up full volume. Can't find any different scenery for O'Hare for 2024. So were you the one who was asking this? Hold on. Please. Rick. Hold on. When I was flying with 2024, there was a second scenery or a third scenery that came with 2024. So there was obviously the default Asobo one, there was FSDreamTeam, and then there was also a third one. I forgot what the name of the freaking company was. It was like GASA or Gala Simulations. It was 4 letters, and then it was like GA something A. GA something A Simulations. And hold on. I can't freaking think. Hold on. If you want, I can hop on a quick Discord call with you and show you if you want to load up 2024. Because if I see it, I'll definitely remember it. I'm not gonna reinstall 2024 for myself, but like, why? That's so funny. Cause like, okay, so the actual, hold on. I'm trying to remember what the name is. We're already according to the flight, and I can't even think. I have on the sim for 20 minutes before I have to leave, and I'll try to find one. So I have for the new 7.3 made it so much better with the wing flex. They actually, I heard they updated the flight model very, very well. Like, it actually looks good now. Let's cruise. Pop the seatbelts off. And we're far enough down south where there's no more snow, unfortunately. Down in the no snow area. I can still see some snow back there and a little bit here and there, but yeah, we're out of the snow area. That's very bright. Is Decatur down there? Yep. Also, do you have any recommendations for a headset that's good for the sim and VATSIM? Because I'm finally trying to switch from my Xbox wireless. Any headset like over $30 on Amazon, really. The one I'm using right now, I found at a liquidation store for like $6. It's originally supposedly like 40, but they work very fine. It's basically just any headset, any good headset really. Any good headset works. Like $50, I'd say, is like very good for a headset price. You can probably get a very good one for like $30. It doesn't have to be the best. Yeah, let me know when you can call, so I can try to find it.
promotion to any sandwich. Oh no, I'm a make-rib loyalist. Tender, boneless pork smothered in that unmistakably delicious make-rib sauce.
What's the time to DFW? Let's take a look. I forgot to turn the clock, didn't I? Yeah, of course I did. About a quarter of the way there. And it's telling us... what, hour 30 or so onto the ground? About hour... yeah, about hour 30 or so. We're not even out of the state of Illinois yet. There's gonna be St. Louis somewhere up ahead, right there. All that right there. But there's St. Louis somewhere up ahead, right? That might be... Lambert's somewhere here. It's actually going to be off to the left. Hold on. Oh, there it is, right there. St. Louis, Lambert. Yep. And downtown St. Louis right there as well. First time I've ever seen a Frontier plane was in Fort Worth for a layover. Oh, seeing a Frontier plane. Yeah, they have quite the established hub down there. Not like a big hub, but it's a pretty big presence. Definitely. St. Louis Lambert loading it down there. I got a scenery for it recently. I don't know when I would fly into it. Into there. But it looks alright. There's one aircraft on the ground. It would be like right there. It would be like right down there. No, of course we're not gonna see him. Way too far up. It's funny though, it says he came in from DC and yet there's no flight plan of his. Like, it doesn't have like a line showing where he was flying from. It's a pretty long way without a waypoint. What the heck? St. Louis actually looks pretty nice on approach with the river in the city. Do you fly in from like city side? Is that what it is? Because I never knew you do that. Well, where is St. Louis? Okay, so right now they're flying in from the west. Oh, everybody's still de-icing. Okay. St. Louis. That's alright. Okay, so I was thinking of taking this plane on like a journey of some sort. I'm out of town next week, so no stream next week. But either off stream or on stream. Once this plane gets to Fort Worth, I want to maybe go like to Denver with it. Then I was thinking of going to St. Louis actually, and then probably to Nashville. Hold on, does Frontier fly to MSP? They do, okay. Let me think. Where else could I go with this plane that'll fill in my map? Because this I'm doing right now just to cut it in like this. Then I could then to Denver was the plan. I could go to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix I could go to Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City to Denver, Denver to Minneapolis, and then Minneapolis to like St. Louis. Essentially, hold on. Wait, do you guys see that or not? You guys don't see that. Here's what I mean. So like, let me actually bring this up so I can write this down. So we're going O'Hare to Fort Worth. Then we can go like Fort Worth to Denver. Then Denver to Phoenix. Then Phoenix to Salt Lake City. Then Salt Lake City. I'm trying to think. So Salt Lake City to Dallas would be really long. That's like a 3-hour flight. Shoot, my bad. Yeah, we can shoot. Maybe just nah, not really. Where's Albuquerque? Nah, we'd shoot back to Denver, and then we go like Denver to St. Louis. That could be fun. Denver to St. Louis, or Denver Minneapolis. Okay, Denver Minneapolis. I'm trying to think. Minneapolis. No, it's another ad, man. Come on. Where would we go from MSP? That's my question. Or should we go Denver, St. Louis, MSP? And then bring the plane home, MSP to Chicago here. See, I'm trying to think, because I still want to fly somewhere like Cleveland, but I don't have a Cleveland scenery. Where do we go from here? So it's gonna be either Denver to MSP to St. Louis. So essentially, here's the scenario: we either go Denver MSP St. Louis or Denver St. Louis MSP. Now I don't know which way to go. You know what? We're gonna do to MSP, then to St. Louis. So to MSP, then to St. Louis, and then from here we could go to somewhere like Nashville, like Cleveland, then to Nashville. And from Nashville, could literally go anywhere. How many times have we flown to Cancun? A lot of times. And then Boston's also not like from Cleveland. Boston's an option, or where else does Frontier fly from? Did I not do a Salt Lake City to? Interesting. I thought I did. Yeah, we'll keep this. Keep this in here. Keep it like that. Just about halfway through our journey at this point. Oh, Jacksonville. Jacksonville could be a fun city to fly into. I wouldn't do these all on the stream. I'd do...
You don't understand, but I have 41 gigabytes. Yo, listen to me. Big. This arrow does not want it down. Still says bigger.
Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Engine sign? I hope I pronounced it correctly. Yeah, we're just moving our way. Weaving our way through the emptiness of nothing of the United States. We're about halfway at this point. Here we are. I don't know why it says delayed. 11:34. That's in 2 hours from now. There's no way it's gonna take us 2 hours to get there. No freaking way. No shot. We pushed like we departed like 2 minutes. No, we departed like 2 minutes before we were supposed to, and we're gonna be on time. I'm not sure what it's. Not sure what it's exactly talking about. Arrival. On block. Okay, there we go. How long is it going to be roughly? Probably about, maybe about an hour or so. Maybe a little more. Because if we're just under halfway, plus descent, plus this, plus taxi. I mean, we have runway 17 right planned. But it was really pushing me to 18 right, and I really don't want to go to 18 right. I really don't want to, because we're gonna have to taxi all the way around here, which I guess isn't terrible, but like it's Dallas, it's a huge airport, and it's just not gonna be fun. Now Frontier does park like around here, so we're gonna have to find a gate to go to. But actually, we might as well take 18 right. It's not gonna be too much trouble. If anything, we're actually gonna get less lag for landing way out here. If the winds don't change, because what's everyone doing right now? See, yeah, they're all going this way. They're all going this way. So yeah, okay. Actually, might as well switch to 18 right at this point. Taxi sucks. Yeah, I know. I have all the time in the world though today. Do 18 right. Receiver. Arnett. And Ickle. There we go. We just switched runways really quickly. Let's just confirm. Yup. Yeah, but it's 6,000 and Ickle at 4,000. Alright. It's not too much trouble. Not too much trouble at all. We're on max range, by the way. I'm not even kidding. I did start this clock. It's been an hour since we left the gate. But I forgot to start this clock. I think it's only about... Since we left the gate, it's actually, take a look. I can probably go back through my own stream and see. Okay, so it's about a 10-minute difference. It's about a 10-minute difference. Literally exactly on the dot 10 minutes. So this is hour 2, and this is 52 minutes. So it's going to be another hour 15 or so. Wait, I'm just scrolling through here right now. Actually, hold on. I do want to see let me give you all a camera view. I do want to see where they're landing in. How much storage are you using up? Okay, 500. That's why. Where's that's St. Louis? Okay, I'm really far out. Hold on. Here we go, DFW. It's lagging because the sim pulls a lot and this pulls a lot as well. Okay, so Frontier and Spirit are like this side. Did any of these arrive from somewhere? I want to see. Phoenix, to Indy, to Atlanta. How did they fly in here? So from Orlando. Okay, they landed north. So this is the reason I don't like to land on these runways, because you gotta taxi around like this, which really friggin' sucks. Because there should be no reason to do so. And then it was just straight in. Okay. What about any other times you flew to Dallas? Yeah, here's another one. I'm just trying to learn the standard taxi procedure. Anytime from like from Cancun, which side do you approach on? Ah, interesting. Okay, so now you can cross the runway. He parked like way over here. Oh, international terminal. That's right. From Denver to Dallas. Okay, this might be a good example. Same thing? Are you kidding? Okay, so it seems whenever you land from the south, you can just taxi across the runways, but on this side you can't do that. Yes, how nice. How nice of Dallas. Oh wait, hold on. I won't be bad. The airport's pretty linear. No, yeah, Dallas itself it's very nice. I know it's loved by most people, but again, like any big airport, right? Like Denver or LA or Chicago or Atlanta, it's always got its own. It's always got reasons to hate it. These are all the freaking small Texas ranches. What the heck? Has anyone ever flown into this one? No, nobody's ever done that before. Are there any of these in Chicago? Not too many, actually. A little more the further out you go, but like not anywhere here. I mean, yeah, there's Lewis University. Where's Lewis University? There it is. Never really anywhere to go. Yeah, this is standard procedure taxi right here. And again, if there would have been a line on Victor, we would have just like taxied out a little further. I think when I flew last time, or 2 years ago, we taxied like out here, like around here real quickly. Somewhere around this area, and we did the turn on and taxied all the way down here. Because most recently, because the town I'm talking about, we didn't have our plane in this area. We had our plane over here. And then most recently, last year, we had our plane in this area. And now, on Monday, I'm flying again on Frontier out of Terminal 5. So I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere on this side. Hopefully one of these gates along here so I can get a good picture. Because last time we were like all the way up here and it was not a fun picture to take. It is the 5th, right? Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I can ask you replay. Oh, this is so much better. Bro, are you kidding me? I know that.
Alright, at least top of the sense already showing, rearing its face. When is it expected for top of descent? 16, 14. Okay, so in 45 minutes. Not too bad. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something real quick. And I'm back. Well, I'm gonna stop the clock, reset that, and I have returned. Oh, when did it get cloudy? Oh shoot, wait, when did it get cloudy? Or since when did it get cloudy? Okay, literally like just now.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was.
So where are we at right now? Oh, we didn't move Jack at all. Missouri. Actually, I don't think I've ever flown over the entirety. I've never literally flown over Arkansas. This is a staple of life.
Yeah.
Staple of life right here.
It doesn't even float. Like, it's not even working.
We're gonna go to the gym. Pop it in the fridge an hour before. Let it cool down. And then on the way to the gym, you pop that shit, and you feel like you can do. You feel like you can bench 3 times your body weight. I speak from experience. I speak from pure experience. So we decided that, okay, wait, we should probably start looking at arrivals some way or another, right? So let's get it figured out here. A little more than halfway. So it is Deceiver 4 arrival. Coma. How far until Coma? Oh, Coma's here. Oh shoot. Then it's to Yabbit. Yabbit is gonna. Hold on. We decided on what we settled on 1-8 right. So approach. What 1-8 right. No, what are what's the terminals? Is it A and C? No, something else. Hold on. Oh, it's E. Wait, this was it. Why did it not? That's weird. Alright, here we go. So, from Yabbit, from this transition point, the intercept is going to be like right here. So, that's the point. The intercept point is Ickle. So, we'll probably just fly direct to Ickle. And then we'll establish on 1-8 right. And then taxi. Actually, hold on. What's the. Let's set that up early.
I just want to know why you.
807. That weather like in Dallas. 180 or 309. That's cold. What the hell?
I would never.
18007 and then 5. 18007. Oh, I think it was 7. And then 5. Here we go. And we'll update that if we have. We'll update that if we have to. The closer we get to Dallas itself. And then landing. Wait. Oh wait. We'll probably go no reverse just because these runways are like stupid long. Like they are actually stupidly long. Actually, wait, hold on. You want to land on 1-8 right because there's nowhere to backpedal from here. From here you can, but over here, not really. So it's just the 1-7s. Now I'm interested why that's the thing. So it would be. We'd land, exit off. It's 13,000, dude. It's like longer than O'Hare. We're good. We don't even need. We'll literally go low auto brake. Actually, hold on. I want to see. What is our EFOB? 8.4. We're at. Okay, so say we burn 4,000. So 158.4. 158. Actually, not even 0.4. We can go literally low, no reversers. No reversers, and we will still exit like Echo 6 or something. And if anything, we don't have to do it. We don't have to turn until like Bravo. Echo 4 or Echo 6, and we don't have to turn into Bravo. Now, my other question is, when you do land in 18 right, which taxiway do you use to taxi across? Is it Bravo or Alpha? Hold on, I turned off the seatbelts earlier, right? I did, okay. Is it Bravo or Alpha? I'm not gonna use Flight Radar on my computer anymore because it just absolutely lags the shit out of the whole thing. Alright, so you use... Alright, literally a Frontier from Atlanta just landed and he used 18 right. So he exited Alpha 4, taxied all the way to Alpha. And then he went like this for some reason. Okay, so basically it's Alpha across. And then... Wait, what? Okay, no, so... Yeah, so Echo Alpha, cross runway 18 left. And then we would take this right here into the ramp. Or wherever, yeah. Who's this? Memphis Center? For real? Oh, okay, we got Memphis Center online. What's the 13255? Oh. 132-550.
Turn left, heading 180. 180.
Oh, and then they could just taxi the gate, okay. And then we would take, hold on. Memphis Center, good morning for 1032-43 for level 340. So it'll be just up here, and then we can just take it.
Frontier 532-43, Memphis Center, good morning. Squawk ident.
Ident. Up here, and then it would be like one of these Echo 20 through 18 gates, I would imagine.
Frontier 532-43, with a contact 16 miles southwest of the Harrison VOR, flight level 340, welcome.
Are these all ramps right here? These are, yeah, remote parking. Which I'm in, who would park here though?
Today 1455, can we request the 2000 the credit, then...
So we'll park at one of these three gates.
And then for the other runway 26 left approach.
FedEx 1365.
Which sounds good. We already see top of the sun in this part right here. I say we absorb this sunlight up here. Actually, hold on. What's the weather information? What the heck is wrong with this wind? It's been a headwind the entire way there. And it's kind of pissing me off. We're still supposed to be on time. We are at 10:40. So in about an hour we'll be on the ground. And then top of descent's coming up in
25, descend via D plus 5 arrival, Memphis landing north, Memphis altimeter 30.
in less than 30 minutes. Okay.
FedEx 25, descend via D plus 5 arrival, Memphis landing north, Memphis altimeter 3013.
Actually, Dallas is popping off as well. About 4 aircraft on the ground right now. 2 arrivals, 2 departures.
Southwest 471, holding short 36 center at Romeo, ready for departure.
Southwest 471, Roger, RNAV,
We'll zoom in more the closer we get. We figured out our gate.
Left vehicle
We
from
know our taxi procedure, and now let's just enjoy these
Southwest
last 30
471.
minutes in the air.
FedEx 1201, welcome to the Memphis. Turn right when able.
Victor, back 7.
FedEx 1201, you can taxi to the FedEx ramp by Mike 7, November. Cross runway 27.
Taxi to FedEx April, back 7, November, across runway 27, FedEx 1201.
FedEx 1365, descend and maintain 2000.
1365.
FedEx 1365, turn left, heading 090.
090365.
Oh, I was gonna look at weather in Dallas. I forgot about that. Is it 1807 view 1400 haze?
Turn left, heading 030.
Oh, okay. Visibility 6 miles, haze, view 1400, scattered 180, broken 250. This haze and view 1400, that's gonna be fun. Like a breakout, that could be a fun one.
Southwest 471,
Did I hear a don't sink from the VATSIM? From the guy in VATSIM?
5,000 feet.
I might have.
FedEx 471.
I might have, I might not have.
Flight level 38.
I might have. I might not have.
Flight level 380,
I kind of need this to wake up. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm much full of energy.
1365.
Yeah, it's the caffeine, 100%. I like the influence. I like caffeine influencing my life. It gives me the runs. No, hold on. It gives me the rush. That's what it is. Not the, what the, bro. Not the fucking runs, bro. What the hell? How would you guys feel about flying out of Houston Hobby sometime? How does Houston Hobby sound? Or we could do like in and out of Houston Hobby. Ooh, we could do like Houston Hobby to Dallas Love and back. Or we could try like Fort Lauderdale to Houston Hobby or Tampa to Houston Hobby. Tampa to Houston Hobby. Hold on, I have a plane in Tampa. I have a Southwest in Tampa that has not moved since April. We can do Tampa to Houston Hobby. That could be a fun one. That could be a fun idea.
American 2253, Lima airspace to the east, Atlanta Center coast, radar service terminated, frequency transfer, have a good flight.
I know I wrote down a file earlier with flight ideas. This is right here is for N712FR. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, back when I first got my new GPU, the 4060, I did a flight with... this aircraft. This is before I got Volantis, so you won't see what flight it did. But I don't see why not take it to Houston Hobby. Right? November 500 Whiskey Romeo. We could do like Tampa to Houston Hobby.
Air France 3105, Lima airspace to the southwest.
And then we could fly to like Atlanta or something.
Frequency change approved. Have good flight.
Houston Hobby to Atlanta. Ah, that could work.
Switching Unicum,
Yeah, that could be
for your
cool.
duty, sir. Have a good day. Bye bye. Friends,
And Hobby
Bye-bye.
to Atlanta.
He wants all 5 of
Sorry, Fenix 16, correction, 16 after 65, so you got kind of broken.
We wanna request for the wind again.
1365, roger, wind 030 at 4.
Little asterisks I'm putting next to the flights that I might want to stream. So Hobby to Tampa, and then we can do, and then off stream I can do like Houston to Atlanta, and then where would it go from there?
what do you want me to
I haven't flown to Jacksonville, but I do have the scenery, or I can at least buy it. We could should probably just like bring it back to Tampa. And then there's an aircraft in Fort Myers that needs to be in Atlanta,
Southwest 2275, Memphis Center, good morning, squawk, Ida.
just for him to be home. Because in Atlanta, this guy needs to be in Orlando, which should be a pretty easy flight. This guy needs to be in Atlanta. This guy needs to be, where was it? Detroit. It's a Northwest Airlines. And then this guy is in Tampa. He needs to be in Atlanta. So basically, 2 aircraft to bring to Atlanta. So from Fort Myers and then from Tampa, and then 1 to go to Detroit and 1 to Orlando. That makes a good amount of sense. Not bad at all. Very nice. Good plan. Good plan, everybody. And then, hold on. Why did it say late? There we go.
65, welcome to Memphis.
Any other flight ideas?
By Mike.
There was this one that I wanted to do. Hold on, where is it supposed to be? Salt Lake City, right? Is he in Sacramento? Yeah, Sacramento to Carson. To Salt Lake City. Actually, I might just keep him in Sacramento. Hold on. Who's in Salt Lake City? Home. He's in Denver, but he's supposed to be. Wait, what? Hold on. He's in Denver, but he's supposed to be in Salt Lake City. And then he's not in Salt Lake City. He's supposed to be where? In Phoenix, right? And then he's supposed to be in Chicago, or? Yeah, he is. Wait, then. Okay, that may be way too many aircraft in Chicago. We'll put him in Denver or something. Yeah, we'll just make Denver his home. Because Denver doesn't have a lot of aircraft. His home, his home, his home, his home. Oh wait, that's actually quite a lot. Where should we move him? Anybody in Reno? There's somebody in Reno. Wait. Alright, Vegas? No, United don't go to Vegas. Who would need him? Does MSP have United aircrafts? They do not, no. Where else does United fly? Because I don't want to have 3 United aircrafts in Chicago. I think that's a little weird. I know Bush and Intercontinental in Houston, but like literally nobody's ever flown to Bush Intercontinental. Nobody that I know of actually buys that scenery.
2275 with a contact 35 miles southeast of the
What's the top of descent? Is that about 20 minutes? Actually less, hold on. About 15 minutes. So, hold on. So,
2790, Lima airspace to the northeast.
So where would...
Coast, radar service terminated, frequency transit have good flight.
So we either have 3 United in here, or 3 in Denver, or 3 United in Chicago. You know what? We'll leave him in Denver. Where's this one supposed to be?
1365, Roger.
San Francisco, okay. Wait, who else is here? Dang, okay. Anybody here? Who was supposed to be in Seattle? Really? Not a single Delta aircraft? Alright, wait, that's a problem.
On my first ride. I'm not kidding, bro.
Maybe that's actually good. So what's other good ideas? So Sacramento to like, I don't know, Sacramento to Phoenix or something? Sacramento to LA. We could do Sacramento to what's it called? To Santa Ana. That could be fun. Yeah, to like Santa Ana. And then we could probably bring him back. Actually, no, we might as well just leave him in Santa Ana, so we can... Yeah, we'll just leave him in John Wayne. And then anybody in here? Where is he supposed to be again? Salt Lake. Is there ever United in Salt Lake? You know what? This one from Salt Lake is going to Sacramento. And then this one, who's in Sacramento, is going to be going to Salt Lake. Hold on. I'm confused. Yeah, so this one whose home was in Salt Lake is going over to Sacramento. This one is going to go over to Salt Lake City. That makes sense. Does it? Okay, that does make sense. Okay. I need also, so one in LaGuardia, one in MSP, one in Salt Lake, one in San Francisco. That should be good. And then one in Seattle, of course. Then Atlanta, Detroit, Denver. Wait, is that going to be 2 in Salt Lake? There is.
Request absent for, like 10 minutes.
Honestly, we should just leave.
2275 approved, report back.
I should just leave him in Denver. Because actually Denver's a pretty big Delta hub as well. So...
Frontier flight 3243, Lima airspace to the southwest. Forward center coast, radar service terminated, frequency transfer, and your flight.
Thank you. Let's switch over to the advisory, and you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, yeah.
We're going to be hitting these waypoints very, very fast. There's going to be a lot of it very fast. We still have actually quite a lot of fuel, surprisingly. What's our 8.8? We're at 10.4, so we're gonna burn 1.6. So 159.4. 159.4. Low auto brake, no reverse thrust. And we'll still get a good exit. Sounds good. We'll get a headwind landing, which is admirable. Very nice. Weather did change. 108.05. Not really, not severely. It was just a few small changes. So 30.08. Temperature is 6, and then the wind's just downshifted to 5 knots. Is that correct? Yeah, to 5 knots. I can't do that apparently. Type out the whole thing all over again. That's okay. It's okay. I like it either way. Whoa, hold on. I'm gonna go low auto brake. And we'll get ready for descent. Let's go ahead and... So, 807 confirmed, right? Start to the localizer 18 right. 807, it's 3,250. Okay. And then, what's the descent plan? We'll go to the Cedar 4. What do they give us? We'll go down to 210 at them. Get ready. It'll be here in 10 minutes. Stop us in 10 minutes, guys. Stop us in 10 minutes. But how are you? I am doing amazing, JP. Is that a new somebody else? Because you look a little similar. Somebody else. Nope, that's the same guy. How's it going, man? Nah, your user changed. That's why I saw JP and I'm like, is that JP7? Might have, hold on, I might have changed something the way that people look. Yeah, I don't know why everybody's tags are now here. Either way, what's up, man? About 10 minutes out from starting our descent into Dallas Fort Worth. I don't think I've ever flown to Dallas on stream before, have I? I've flown to Dallas Love Field. But that's kind of the same situation that Chicago has, where Midway is purely Southwest and Dallas and Chicago hairs like everything else. This is kind of the same situation where this is the same situation, yeah. Where Love Field is all it's all Southwest, and then everything else is everything else. Something changed. I don't know if it was for every single stream or if I did something in my settings, because I think no, it's probably for everybody. It's definitely for everybody. All right, so it wasn't me who did something. Awesome. Alright, so 10 minutes out, we said we're preparing for descent, so we're gonna go to 210, then to 210, then to 10,000, then to 6,000. Who knows? YouTube just keeps screwing themselves up, shooting themselves in the leg with everything that they're doing. So I don't know, these big tech companies suck a bunch of ass all the time. These computers have a mind of their own. At some point, it's gonna get to the point where that will be not too far from the truth. I don't know. I started saying one thing, and then I thought, hold on, that sounds stupid. So weather did update just a little bit, just a teeny little bit. Nothing severe though. Visibility did increase. That haze went away. I guess it was just like a morning haze. So 8 is now the visibility, and few clouds are up to 150. Gonna jump in from the cockpit. It's yeah, we're gonna start descending to about 5 minutes down to Fort Worth. Weather information down there. Winds are straight from the south. Just a little bit of a breeze from there. Visibility is a little tampered with, but it should be all right. Few clouds low to the ground about 1,500 feet. And then there's a few scattered at 18,000. Temperature is 6 degrees Celsius, and it's about 40 degrees It's about 40 degrees for those who don't know how to read Celsius. But thank everybody for choosing Frontier. We'll start descending in about 5 minutes or so, and we'll be down on the ground in about 40 minutes. We'll let you guys know once we're about to land, but thank you for choosing Frontier. As the flight attendants will be passing by through the cabin, collecting trash. If anything that spills up, you can go ahead and throw it away now. But again, thank you for choosing Frontier. We'll be starting a descent in about 5 minutes. We'll pop the seatbelts on now just to get everybody in their seats. And then early welcome to Dallas, everybody. Yeah, they all do that. Yeah, unfortunately nowadays, what is it? Speed error at bridge? Oh, Birdie J? Ah, frickin', I don't even know. These waypoints are named something else nowadays. What is this speed error?
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's
I don't see no speed error. That's Peyton Manning talking in the ad. Yeah, it's 290-277-272. I don't see what's wrong with that. It just had to scream on me. I was just about to do something. What was it? Dude, I forgot what I was gonna do. It was something important. So yeah, we're not using any auto brake at all. Oh no, hold on. We're gonna use low auto brake, but no reverse thrust. No reverse thrust landing, and it's the smallest mode of auto brake just because the runways are literally like 2 miles long. Y'all gotta get some final views from these cabin seats. Why does it seem like we're moving a little too slow? No, we're good. 774. We're sporting Spot the Jaguar today. I flew this exact aircraft in December of 2019. Actually, that video is still up on my channel. If you go back to one of my earlier videos, back when I used to talk a lot during flights, there's videos of me taking off from Chicago and landing in Mexico on this plane. And I've absolutely loved this plane ever since. I still literally almost every single day, a few times a week, I open up the Flight Radar app and just see where this plane is, like once or twice a week. I still do that with every single livery that I've flown. With this one, there's a Chinook, the Wolf livery that I follow as well. I don't know. That's just an obsession of mine. Dude, what was I gonna do? I completely forgot. I'm not even kidding. That's pissing me off right now. Are we at Renette or did we already pass it? Oh, we passed it a while ago. I don't know why it's why I decided to do something random. Dang it, something came into my mind and then it just left immediately after. Oh, flight ideas, right? So we were... Yeah, so I'm leaving this Delta... Every single Delta aircraft is actually at its own home. For Southwest, though, that's a little bit of a different story. So this is a 600. It's supposed to be in Detroit. He's supposed to be in Santa Ana. This guy's supposed to be... Is it in Denver or... Oh, San Francisco. Colorado one. And then... Billy, so you'll probably do it from like Boston or something. This app basically creates like a fleet and you can track where your aircraft locations and when their homes are. That's departure, just like the professional departure out of 22 left. Dude, I've flown out of O'Hare so many times, it's not even funny. I've got everything memorized. I've every single arrival, every single departure. 1 second, guys. I'm aware I'm muted. I'm talking with somebody else in the moment. Alright, my bad. Always see multiplayer traffic pick up on runway and crazy. Yeah, honestly, I turned off multiplayer long time ago. Very, very long ago. I almost missed top of descent because autopilot disconnected and it kind of brought my attention back to reality. We're gonna go down to 6,000. We're back on our trend though. There's top of descent. We don't have much left to go. Just a little bit left. Okay, Memphis Center is still online. What's the TCAS for 12655? 550. Alright. Actually, Dallas is getting quite busy at the moment. But I believe we shouldn't have any traffic interference. No, because there's an American on base right now. Then it's us, and then it's one guy coming in from Memphis. But we're like all in line, so we shouldn't have any arrival interference. Hopefully not departure, because departures on the other end. Hold on, is my screen still showing? Get us. Yeah, so this 700 has to be in Chicago. Gotta get him there somehow. He's gotta go back to MSP. Where is he supposed to be? In Fort Lauderdale. Oh damn, that's a long flight to do. Then he's supposed to be in DC. Yeah, but I have no idea where to fly him from. Actually, we should just fly him to Fort Lauderdale. We should get him to DC. Or not DC. Hold on. He's in Phoenix. He's in Tampa. He's in Denver. He's in Phoenix. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, 2 aircraft in Phoenix. Atlanta, Orlando. No, Atlanta, LaGuardia. Orlando, and then San Francisco, right? No, Portland. So hold on, so this guy, let's move him to DC. Or, hold on. Is there one in Philly? There is. Should we move him to LaGuardia? Is there one in LaGuardia? Yeah, you know what? Let's move him out of LaGuardia. So let's have him go to LaGuardia. Then let's go. We'll move him down to Fort Lauderdale because it's Florida 1. I think it's fitting. And then this guy who's supposed to be in LaGuardia, we'll move him down to. I'm trying to think. Where would he be good? Is there already a Southwest in Atlanta? There is. About DC. Chicago? Yeah, there is. One. Where's he supposed to be? He's supposed to be in Boston, right? Where would be good? It's a good livery, so we should give him like a good home. Bro. Honestly, I can't think of anything. I would honestly just put him in Boston or something. Hold on. Is there anybody in Dallas Love? In Dallas Love Field? Really? You know what? Welcome to your new home. You're going to Dallas Love. Going to Dallas Left Field. There we are. Good enough. Alright. Aside from sorting these all out, we can just save this real quick. We're nearing the end of our journey. Let me go ahead and just turn this off for now. Sorry, did I miss any chats? I apologize if I did. No, not yet. Alright, let's take a look and just keep track of where we are. We're gonna get the music off at 10,000. What was it again? 3008, right? Let's take a look at weather once again. We'll update that and paste it in here. It's all good for now. Fob 8.7, so drop 300, maybe 400, so 159.2. Let me just make sure all the volume levels are good. Okay. I wanted to make sure I'm not muted anymore. So you know what? So let's take a look at here. So from Gabbitt, I'm aware it's gonna take us. I'm aware it's gonna go like this. There's Stever, by the way. From Gabbitt, I would just fly direct to Ickle, honestly. Let me go ahead and just yoink and a yoink. And just like that. We'll go down to 3,000 now. Just keep zooming in on here. Oh, wait, hold on. A little more drag, yes. Just to keep this descent going. Bring in the spoilers. We can level off. So what I learned was whenever this green dot, this is like your descent profile. Whenever you're above it, you can retract the spoilers so the aircraft could keep its speed, but also descend a little more. So it's not to actually slow you down. It's so that the aircraft can pitch down without overspeeding. Because if you pitch down to go back on your profile, you'd overspeed. So you gotta pull these out, so it can actually pitch down to your profile and catch up to your profile without actually overspeeding. I didn't think it through for the entirety of the past year, but now that I have, it's all clicking. You know what I mean? There's 12,000. We're just gonna keep watching this right here. 10,000, 6,000 at Yabit. At Yabit. There's one guy in Dallas Love. He's going over to Boston. Is it a 700 or an 800? Okay, where do I see the airplane model? Why can't I see the aircraft model? That's an 800, okay. Alright, anybody in front of us or ahead of us coming into Dallas? No, it is just the one southwest from Memphis behind us, but he's still in Memphis Center territory. And then there's one aircraft that is taxiing out, but he's on the 17s. And then the American from Miami already landed on 18 right. Actually, he exited early, so we're gonna have a lot of freedom taxiing back. Again, let's just rebrief ourselves for the arrival. So 18 right, pick it up right here. We'll fly direct to Ickle from Gabit. That's a 230, really? Wow. Down here, 176 on 111.9er, 3,000 on 250 to here, and then what is that? Oh, do that. Okay, here we are coming in already. And then for taxi, we're gonna land 18 right, so we can exit any one of these, taxi Echo Alpha, and then this little notch right here into the gates. And we were gonna take, I think we decided on, Professor, we're going to shut down an engine 100%. Once we're clear of the runway, so on this bridge, we're going to shut down an engine. And then we'll taxi in to either one of these. Does that turn direct to Gabit? There's 10,000 feet, lights can come on, and music comes off. Thank you. 2 straight hours of music, and I'm sick of it. We'll mute that, we'll mud that. Here we go. We'll bring up the sim sounds now. Here we are. we go. Ready?
Wait, no, I am the bunch of them. I'm taking this one. Everybody.
All right, 6,000. Direct to Ickle. Zoom in on here. $5,000. Alright, we gotta start dropping some flaps the closer we get. Because the airport's already gonna be off to that side. There it is right there. Off to our 10 o'clock. Yeah, off to our 10 o'clock. And the volume's up, right? We're gonna be reporting this landing, so. Oh, wait. Light recorder client. Yes, yes. Alright. We have geese. I don't know how to pronounce it, man. Still, geese. Alright, we have geese to track our landing rate. We're trusting geese now. We're not listening to Volantis. I'm gonna still see what it says, but I'm trusting geese. This is from our last landing. This is when did I do this? This was with the A320. I landed in Cancun on Wednesday night. It was a negative 300. Yeah, I gotta perfect my Airbus landings, bro, because this is disgusting. All right, Ickle. And as soon as we should open this up right here, we'll update this one last time for weather reasons. No change whatsoever. 159.2. We'll drop it down to 159 or 159 even. Here we go. It doesn't really matter this one anymore. So we just gotta watch for that, and then again, as soon as we drop flaps 1, the speed will go down. We're 20 miles out. Are that windmills? That's some high-ass windmills. Oh, tall-ass windmills, not bad. Seatbelts are on, lights are all on. We're not missing anything today, which is good. We're gonna go over to Fort Worth frequency. Let's just confirm one more time. 3008 61805, right? That's all good. And then it's 807 for that. Yes, it is. Okay. 7, and actually I said we already confirmed our thing. Let's confirm our gate, just so we already have it ready. So it's at the Echo terminal. For our position, which one's available? 20 and 21. We will take 20. Why not? By Gulf to... I didn't read that. I didn't read that fast enough. We can go ahead and unmark Seaver. Again, 3,000 on heading 250. Let's start dropping some flaps. Flaps 1. Because we are going really, really fast. From this camera angle, at least. Jeez, we are actually going pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. We go way too fast for a proper approach. Could be established 2,500. We're gonna go ahead and do flaps 2. Make it ready to announce to the flight attendants. 10 miles out on our last waypoint. There's approach mode. Alright, there's approach mode. Last we'll go flaps 3, gear down. Flight attendants, PPC for landing. Announce that, here we go. 3,250, we got glide slope and localizer armed. 250 on the heading.
2,000.
Here we are. So on the localizer, we got the glide slope as well now. We have the gate planned and settled. At 3,250. And then for taxi, we just make exit left. And keep going. We're gonna go flaps full. Landing speed. Spoilers are armed. We're all set for landing. Alright. Lights on, seatbelts, gear down, flaps. Check, speed check, auto brake. Alright, let's land her. 140 is our landing speed. We'll start the recording here. Make sure the volume's nice and high. Beautiful. Forward traffic, Frontier Flight 3243 on final runway 18 right. Alright, we'll zoom in all the way. Take autopilot, my aircraft. And we'll just keep her on the glide slope for now. Let's try not to slam her this time. We have all the runway we want, so let's just aim to get it at least somewhere close to the marks. And let's not forget to flare this time. And immediately I go below the glide slope. That's amazing.
500.
Approach. Flare was a tad heavy-handed, but still within the A321 for energy management on the short final. Yeah, we'll see how well it translates to the landing right now. We have the recording going.
300.
I got good at keeping center line.
100 above.
It is just a glide slope now. Here we go.
200.
And again, we have all the runway we need.
Minimum.
Landing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Nice. Of course, same exact thing out of bounds. Keep it. Don't overflare it. Reverse thrust. One bounce. It could have been a lot worse. Oh, I said no reverses, right?
You're like to see what he puts in space.
The reversers is like an instinct now. Roll out with no reversers. Bring those in. Auto brake off. The clock stops, so 2 hours, 7 minutes airtime. Take off that. Hold on. Here we go. We left it off right here. Could have been way better. It's not a 400 landing. At least that's the cool thing. That's the good thing. At least it's not. At least it wasn't negative 400. Oh, freaking bro, what? Bro, man. All right, I thought that icon looked familiar for a second. The profile picture looked familiar. Fellow what's it called? Fellow co-worker. Bro, I thought you were geeked as hell because like you were talking like, yeah, go touchdown before I even touched down. We'll bring the flaps in. Oh, that's a good sound though, I'm not gonna lie. Good sound of rolling the taxiway. Let's go ahead, take the lights in, taxi, and then we'll keep the strobes on auto for now. And then we said Echo 20 was a gate, right? We canceled that out. Wait, wrong button. I will keep it rolling a little bit down. 1 second. All right. Yeah, they're still working. I don't know if they're still working on the terminal. Really, this scenery is not too old. imaginesim, they're all down in the description, but they're not like, it's not an old scenery. It just came out like half a year ago. I don't know if they're still building it or not. I think they were supposed to build something. I know that for sure. This is Bravo, so Alpha's the next one. Forward traffic, Frontier flight 3243 crossing runway 18 left. Once we cross it, we'll get we'll turn PRA off, or TCAS. Not transponder, but TCAS in general. Brother. Alright, bro. Hey, all y'all doing is just giving me views. That's all y'all are doing. There aren't really a lot in general, but y'all are just attracting other customers. Hopefully in hey, if y'all donate me $200, I'll guarantee the stream frames will improve next time. I need that. Alright, hold on. This is Alpha, right? So we're gonna speed it up. I'm gonna bump up that speed. The ARA is off. We'll get that APU started. I know. I haven't had time to set it up yet. No, Nick, because you needed PayPal. All right, we'll speed it up.
Put your cell in the description, bro. Put your cell in the description.
All right. We'll shut down one engine. We'll go ELAC and we'll shut down engine 1. Engine 1 shutting down. Oh, we're going band for band with this tram here. Nate, he's not that much of a retard. I know 100% his mental capacity is not of a monkey.
I'm muted, by the way.
Awesome.
Just delete it if anything, bro.
Bro, like, it's literally you two and one other person that I have no idea. Alright, so we'll turn in here. Right? Yeah. I really slammed on those brakes. Slammed on the brakes. Let's, put the throttle up one more time. Just push it a little bit. And, we'll take that one. Drive in.
I don't see it. I don't think
Oh no, did we ask for a gate already taken? Drive in here. This is a ramp, so we can actually turn off the taxi lights. Go ahead, boom up a little bit.
Yeah, let's do this. Delete it right now. I swear to God, delete it.
What?
It's sensitive. I swear to you. Delete it, bro. Don't ban. Don't ban that. Delete it, bro. Delete it.
Alright, 1 second. The parking brake real quick. No. He's in a timeout for 5 years.
Actually?
Nah.
How long?
Not 5 years, bro. 24 hours. Alright, these are all the spirit gates right here, so we'll bring them out a little bit more. I love the sound so much. So, Echo 20. That's. No, I have no idea if it's taken. I gotta go on a higher. We gotta be on a higher idle, because otherwise we're just gonna keep slowing down. Oh my God, we're close. What the frick? I mean, we're on the center line, so where's Echo 20? Of course. All right, so Echo 20 is taken. That was our gate, so I guess we'll take Echo 21. Echo. What did I press? The Echo 18. Alright, we gotta select the map. Let's take a look at this. This is a new feature from GSX. So we are right here. Echo 21. This one's taken. So this one's not taken, but we already drove past it. Then this is 20. This is what we originally had. So we'll go for Echo 18. So that would be this one. Select. No. That's the right one. All right. Get her moving. I really want to listen to this though. Oh, that sounds really good. This one right here. Alright, lights are all off, right? We're just gonna make sure we make it in. Otherwise, we're gonna oversteer or something. And we already oversteered. Amazing. Actually, no, we might actually make it. no way we make this. Oh, ain't no way. We'll take that. We'll take that. What the heck? What's up, man? What's happening? Alright, we'll get AP bleed on. How good were we on that? Actually, for what I thought was an oversteer, we actually parked pretty well. Why did somebody put... Alright, bro. Yeah, for something that I thought was an oversteer, surprisingly went well. We'll go seatbelts and we'll shut down engine 2. We'll get the beacon off as well. Alright, good. We can shut the yellow electric pump off. He's very quiet. I can barely hear the guy. We will turn this. I forgot to turn this off, but we just fried everybody on the ground. And this can come off. Flight attendants disarm doors for arrival. We'll stop the clock. 2 hours 29. Where were we supposed to be? 2 hours 32. We're on time. Beautifully on time. Amazing. Deplaning and deboarding. That was actually a very fun arrival. I actually really enjoyed that. Beautiful. At the parking, a good parking job. We can go ahead and end it all on Volanta right here. So we said negative 288 on geese. Now what about in Volanta? What did it tell us? Another negative 400. All right, bro. Yeah, these were all stupidly inaccurate. Because now with that landing, it bumped up my average to 196. I mean, it's still good. I guess anything below 200 is acceptable. But I really like this line now. Looking good. It's connecting the dots. Like, it's going to be one across Denver, then St. Louis into MSP, back and forth here. Very nice. All right, we're going to deplane, and we'll get the... trying to find something. Good amount of time though. Like we make very good time. But again, those landings really need to be worked on. Like really need to be worked on. We'll turn the sim downs down. We're gonna disconnect from VATSIM. That'll end it for us there. And on Volanta, that'll end it for us here. Up here, we're all good as well. Very nice. Another screenshot to end it off here. It's not a good position. Let's do like right here. Oh my gosh, for the stupid GSX thing. We'll close it all up, actually. There we go. Alright, welcome to Dallas Fort Worth, everybody. Good stuff. Actually, I'm still not exactly sure where everybody parks. I have a 737 Max parked over here. And then United's like all over here. Delta, Spirit's over here. I'm guessing there's an underground walkway to this part, kind of like Chicago Air has. And all the international arrivals are over there. And this airport's not optimized like the best that it could, but it performs better than like LA or something, which, I mean, that's a plus, because LA and JFK really suck. We still have our replay to watch. So once everyone's done boarding, deboarding, hold on. Operator bags, they're almost done here, and then boarding just under halfway. He's on to the last one. So no. That's the first time I'm actually opening the door. What's up, man? Hold on. This will be actually a lot faster. Actually, wait. I think the best views are gonna come from the terminal. Yeah, okay. Actually, surprisingly, this goes very far without being blocked. If they would have just modeled this part, that would have been really, really cool. The Spirit gates. Actually, we've never flown Spirit into DFW. We should try that. We really should try that. I mean, all this is just like a station where everybody gets dropped off, right? That's just like really it. And we can park like Echo 32, like right smack in the middle of it all. Does it adjust to where my camera is? Oh, it does. So what if I'm like way over here? It doesn't do that, so if I come up like this... Okay. Really? Okay. Either way, we can still like position a camera like right here or something and look out. I don't know, I'm just messing around while we're waiting for new boarding. Again, very good parking, surprisingly. Yeah, we're off a little bit to the right, but like for what I thought was gonna be an oversteer or an understeer, like because I drove past it. Honestly, I think I did pretty good. Again, these Airbus landings really got to get a work on. It's the 321s I need to get a work on. The 320s are fine, but since the 321 has like a lot more kinetic energy. Has a lot more energy to its flare. I'm gonna have to really get it down. So 100%, I'm coming down way too fast. So I'm gonna have to definitely gonna have to, what's it called? Definitely gonna have to maybe undershoot the glide slope, but then flare it like at the 50 call. Again, I'll have to figure it all out. Look at the tram running here. Holy lag, bro. How far into deboarding are we? Are we all done? Okay, like 17 more passengers. All done, finally. Alright. We can go ahead and close down a few things. So again, we were right on time. The timing and everything, so let's go ahead and watch some replays. So we're off of VATSIM, off of GSX. Let's go ahead and reboot this plane back to life. Panel states ready. Activate. Flaps full. Lights come on. Seatbelts. All this is on. On. Way. Auto brake 1. Beautiful. Watch some replays. Ooh. Here we are. Holy lag. Holy lag, my gosh. Alright. Bring it forward. This might be just a short session of replays. So let's see. So definitely I'm coming down a little too fast. So yeah, maybe undershoot it a little bit. And then yeah, so flare right there. That was way too late. Too shallow. Ah, I see what I did. I see what I did 100%. Bring her back. Put it around here. Yeah, the Fenix is not really good for replays. I don't know. I don't enjoy doing replays on the Fenix. Let's see. So yeah, so flare right there. Just initially, just to, or a bit of a pull up just to take away some of that energy. Yeah, that bounce really did not do me any justice. And there's no wing flex on that thing either. Even the nose wheel up was a good add though. All right, run it back again. Back here. We'll run it with this camera right here. Damn, bro, what a smash. Not good at all.
While the Who's of Whoville laughed
My goodness. It's a 15-second unskippable ad. I am not even kidding. Bro. 15-second unskippable ad. Let's see. And no flare whatsoever. And just slams it down. Awesome. Again, could have been a lot worse than this. I've had a bounce so bad I had to go around before. Yeah, just way too much energy coming into the ground. And also, what was I saying? So like right over here, as I enter like the runway space, I said 2 flares. So one initially to bring down the energy, and then another one to actually flare. So by bring down the energy, I mean just like slowly pitch up, just a little slow to slowly take away. Because if I flare too much, I'm gonna over flare. And again, a lot higher, probably like where it says 40. So, like right here, so like right about here, I start pitching up a little bit, and then a flare, then a final flare. All right. Either way, we'll bring it back this way, and we'll finish it all off for everybody. Again, very quick replays. Just wanted to get a few lessons, especially with these really bad landings. It's just mainly lessons from this. But I'm out of time next week. Nothing going on next week. Then after that, obviously a lot of flights planned. Tampa to Houston. We planned, well, like Denver to Minneapolis. If it's snowing around Christmas time. Sacramento to Phoenix, that could be fun. Basically, I'll figure it all out. Most likely it's going to be Tampa to Houston or Denver to Minneapolis. We'll see. But aside from that, see you later, guys. Until next time.
Let's go!